What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the TRCBY show. Today I wanted to try something different. I was just checking out Steam free games and I saw this game SpellBreak. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. And it seems pretty cool, but the tutorial could have used a little bit more explanation when I first got out of, I guess, the movement tutorials and the basic tutorials, and then I landed on this island and I literally just kept on killing myself, like, over and over again. And I'm like, what the heck, how do I get out of here? And then I thought, oh well, maybe I need to kill these NPCs a certain amount of times just to, get the hang of it and the targeting system and stuff. But I guess that wasn't the case. So I guess all I needed to do was just hit escape and to leave. So here I am checking out the game. Don't really know what I'm doing and what I'm looking at because it's kind of the first time I played the game, literally, right? So I'm just flipping around, and it took me a while just to see how I could play it, and then I eventually found how I could play it. The map is fairly huge. It starts off fairly large, and then you kind of parachute down, or really kind of free fall down. You don't really parachute. You just dive down to the ground. You do like a superhero like landing, which is pretty cool. But anyways, yeah. So here it is. My first time playing it. So I'm guessing like the first part of this is just, when you're just waiting for people to join, is just collecting stuff, I guess. And then once people join, and then you could select a place to teleport to. I don't know. Again, first time. And then I believe yeah, you do that free fall and the battle really starts. So from what I've noticed, there's a blue ring and then there's this big old white ring. So I don't believe you are supposed to go outside of that big white ring, because I believe a timer starts popping up where I think you'll just auto exile yourself. So kind of have to stay within the battlefield, I guess, is what I was thinking about. So yeah, again, the map is fairly large, and I was just looking around for loot, I guess, because I think it's just about gearing up and getting as much really good loot as you can for your armor upgrade, your weapon upgrade, and all that stuff. So I believe that's probably what the first few minutes of the game is all about. It's just going around. If you're able to find chests, like grab them up, pop them up, and hopefully you get some really cool upgrades. But other than that, I think it's just like, it's a free-for-all. You don't really have, at least I didn't see, like, team members in a sense, maybe. I don't know. I think, yeah, who knows? Maybe, again, like, I have no idea. I was just killing and attacking whoever I saw, so I believe there may be team members or maybe not. Or I just happened to join, like, a deathmatch type of battle, but I don't know. Again, first time playing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. It was just, it was really interesting. So as I was grabbing loot, I guess, and trying to gear up, I ran into like or at least I spotted this first guy. It's like, oh hey, nothing really popped up, like a red name on top of it or a blue name on top of the individual to like say that it's like either an ally or a foe. So I just automatically assumed that whoever I see is the target enemy. So I started stalking him a little bit, and I think he was just looking for loot very similar to what I was doing at the very edge of that white ring map. And I think I was just, trying to, kill him. Yes. Again, it's my first time trying to kill somebody in this game, and I didn't really know what I was doing, apparently. So it took quite the try and the stalking, and just trying to get the aiming down and just doing what I needed to do to not die, I suppose. But eventually I was the first person to get the first kill, so that was pretty cool. So after getting my first kill, it was kind of like, what do I do? Do I just loot them, I guess, if they have better equipment than what I currently have now? So I guess so. I guess the game is if you die, your loot drops, and whatever you're carrying gets, become a pickable item or whatever it is for anybody else that's out there on the battlefield. So I was just kind of like, oh, okay, so that's how it is, huh? So yeah. So again, it's my first time playing the game, and I don't really know the objective. I honestly didn't really know that it was like a free for all until I just started. Whatever. Like I'm like, okay, I think I'm supposed to kill everybody that I see, which I eventually end up doing, and like a little bit after my first kill right over there, I just started looking around for what is it that I need to do, and I see this big white ring that's kind of creeping on up, and I'm just living on the edge of that at the moment. I'm guessing the battle is happening somewhere in there a little bit more. So what I ended up doing was just collecting a little bit more chests, popping more chests, and just messing around with the game and the game mechanics. And it was literally like my first, you know, game outside of the tutorial, and I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just kind of running around still and just looking for trouble, I suppose. So as I was just exploring the map a little bit, this game has a lot of these chests laying around all over the place. So there's a lot of loot from rare to like, I guess the purple one, which is like epic or something like that. So there's plenty of loot to grab, but I think you run into the risk like the very first minute of the game is that somebody else is looking for chests to pop and also getting some loot as well too. So you may not be as well geared as you think versus your opponent, because I believe when I killed that first guy, he had like an epic lightning something. So I'm just roaming around and I see like this other chest as well too, which gave me a scroll. I don't really know what these things are, like your talent upgrade and whatever it is. I do know that epic sounds a lot better than common or uncommon or even rare stuff, so it's kind of like I'm gonna stick with the purple stuff. And then I ended up getting like what is it, the choice of this poison versus lightning, and I was like, yeah, I think I like the lightning, so I stuck with that instead. But yeah, so I'm just continuously roaming around until I see some action here. So as I was running around these houses, these broken down houses, I've noticed like until I guess just thinking back about it now, those cluster of gear, I believe someone died on the road. I totally missed that, and I think I was just getting close to somebody else that's around the area. So again, I'm completely oblivious, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to collect loot for some reason, and just kind of up myself a little bit. So every now and then I would get that message the storm is closing in. So I guess that boundary ring keeps on decreasing. So what I guess that is you can't go outside. You're just going to get a little bit closer to everybody. And pretty soon, if you don't kill everybody, everybody's going to die. So it's kind of like you're going to have to kill somebody and everybody's going to have to die before the ring closes on you. I guess that's what that storm is. So the storm is closing in, and this is essentially when I started to see battle, and it becomes my first battle essentially, or like the last first battle stance, because it all takes place within the same area here. So as you can see, that white ring is like this stormy fog that's kind of closing in on everything. So that's what we kind of need to stay away from or stay inside of, because it just kind of pushes you closer and closer to each other and kind of force you to, battle against each other. So that's what this, it's kind of like a timer, essentially, right? So it is a territorial timer where it just keeps closing and closing in on you until you are just on top of each other and you have to battle each other out. So that's again, that's ultimately what happened. So the game so far, I will give my first impression in a little bit. So the game is pretty smooth, and this kind of throws me back to the day of, I'm not sure if anybody's an old school player of like Armor Core. If you remember that game, the boost factor feels very similar to Armor Core, and it just triggered that reminiscence feeling of like, oh man, I used to play that game, I used to love it a lot, because you have this engine, which is like your fuel or your magic for flight and stuff, and for bursting. It was pretty cool, and I was like, hey, I get to fly and zip around and such like that. And I thought that was pretty neat. But then you use magic, right? So here we are. We're just going into I guess the final phase of the game where we're just battling guys, and I'm just kind of like just hiding behind and kind of sniping people as much as I can. But yeah, take a look. So I don't know what these scrolls really are for. Maybe like EXP, but I figured it's kind of like I think I need to pick up these scrolls. It was like what was going through my head, because it's the only golden item. I already have an epic, but that golden item is like a legendary something. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should pick these things up. But that's essentially what I was doing. I was kind of playing it as a long range caster, because it's magic, right? So I don't need to be up in their face like meleeing them and trying to punch them in the nose or something like that. So you got magic. It's a range weapon. So I decided to play range style. So that's essentially what I was doing towards the end of this game, or this first match. So the game is very fluid. Like I said, I wanted to give like some type of first impression review. It's fluid. It's smooth, and you have enough magic just to get you up to, I guess, the next tower level or platform level, but it doesn't give you enough where you just fly and hover and start shooting people and so forth. It just gives you just a little bit of that flight feeling where you could do something. And then we ran into another battle up over here, and I almost got zapped with lightning, and like, oh snap, this is it, because our blue ring, our white ring, everything is just closing in on us, and this is where the battle is going to ultimately end, right around this area. So I started seeing some action over here, and just yeah, our cloud is closing in. We got some lightning action, we got some gas poison action. I'm just shooting at random people. That poison guy, it kind of lost sight of. There's some action over here, so I'm heading this way, and it's got some serious magic skills going on here. I'm like, oh, let me just sneak in and snipe some people in the back. And that's essentially what I end up doing. It's just attacking people in the back. Like, yeah, that's how I was rolling. So, woo, everybody's just like attacking this one dude up there. I'm like, let me just help finish him off here. Ooh, I almost got hit with a poison bomb as well too, and I was like, ooh, I got lucky on that one. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just shooting stuff. That's not good. Oh, can I get you? Oh no. Oh, they were getting me. So I'm shooting through windows and stuff like that. And there's just a ton of magic going on here. So it's a very interesting game. It's very fun. It's a very well put together game, and it's just very fluid. So the animation, yeah, it's pretty good. I think if you like this art style, I think you'll enjoy this type of game. So I'm like, hey, I'm getting zapped back here. So who's this guy over here that's zapping everybody? So the storm is closing in, and can I kill this other guy? He's just standing still. Like, I want to kill you. I should kill you. And then, yeah, winner. That's right. Won the match. on my first try. So that is me. Solo summary, 4 exiles, 0 assists, total damage like dealt 658. Transporter is my Steam name. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression so far of SpellBreak. Check it out if you have not done so. It's free to play. Not really losing out on anything, just maybe time. But SpellBreak, there it is. So give it a go, try it out, and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, and I think that is pretty much it. Now I'm just kind of getting what rewards for it, but other than that, I hope everybody's doing fantastic and have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.